What are the latest rule changes to Super Over? If you are a cricket fan, you know how thrilling a Super Over can be. But did you know there have been some important updates to the rules? Let's break down the latest changes that will impact how Super Overs are played in cricket, especially in league matches like the Indian Premier League and in knockout scenarios. First up, starting in the year 2025, the Board of Control for Cricket in India introduced a 1-hour time limit for Super Overs. This means that once the main match ends, teams have 1 hour to complete the Super Over. If no winner is determined within that hour, the match outcome will be based on league standings. This rule was put in place to avoid long delays and player fatigue during matches. Now, what happens if a Super Over ends in a tie? In knockout matches or bilateral series, if the first Super Over does not produce a winner, another Super Over will be played. This process continues until one team wins. The team that batted second in the previous Super Over will bat first in the next one. It is also important to note that players dismissed in a Super Over cannot bat again in subsequent Super Overs, and bowlers who have bowled in one Super Over cannot bowl again in the next. Another key change is that the balls used in the previous Super Over must be reused in the next one. Additionally, the fielding side must bowl from the opposite end in each subsequent Super Over. This ensures fairness and consistency in how the game is played. But what if weather or other interruptions prevent the completion of a Super Over? In such cases, the match will be declared a tie and points will be shared accordingly. This rule helps to keep things fair when conditions do not allow for a proper conclusion. One of the most talked about changes is the removal of the boundary countback rule as a tiebreaker. Previously, if Super Overs were tied, the winner was determined by which team scored more boundaries during the match. This rule faced criticism after the 2019 World Cup final. Now, in knockout matches, tied Super Overs will be resolved by playing repeated Super Overs instead of relying on boundary counts. However, in group stages, a tied Super Over will still result in a tied match. These updates aim to balance fairness and practicality in cricket. The 1-hour cap on Super Overs is a smart move to manage tournament schedules efficiently. Meanwhile, the tradition of repeated Super Overs in knockout scenarios ensures that matches are decided without excessive delays. So, whether you are watching a league match or a thrilling knockout, these new rules will make the Super Over experience even more exciting.